Ronald Masinda is in Durban for us. He joins us now live. So, Ronald, earlier, while the President was speaking, we saw people walking out of a SANBS office with equipment and things in boxes. You're there now. What do they take?
Well, it was actually during that moment, Shahan, when they reacted after seeing the footage on ENCA. They rushed to the scene, and this is basically the aftermath of what has happened following that looting that took place here at this building. I am joined by Mr. Shahan Ramkissoon to talk us through some of the damages that have been caused there. Mr. Shahan, talk us through what took place, what can you see at this stage that is missing from this building?
So a lot of items have been missing because of this looting. This is one of our branch in Durban, in Durban South. So the team operates from here to the rest of South Coast area. So as you can see, our laptops there were looted, were stolen, and our storage room there as well. Most of the items were also looted, also in this room. A lot of items were also stolen in this room. This is one of the rooms that we use for our supervisors to plan when the team are departing to various blood drive. They also went to our storage facility where we store most of the consumables that we use for blood collection. The scales were stolen. Also, the test tube were stolen, and a lot of the items that we also utilize during the process of blood collection.
When you talk about test tubes, can these test tubes be sold? Is it a profitable thing?
No, they definitely cannot be sold because these are the items that we only utilize in SANBS. Well, there are other organizations that use test tubes, but for a man in the street, they cannot sell those items. They can only be utilized by the medical facilities, which I doubt that they will be able to purchase stolen items from members of the public.
Right. Mr. Shahan Ramkissoon, let's leave it there for now. Shahan, the SANBS will continue this conversation with us tomorrow morning. We will be hearing from the CEO, but what I can tell you at this stage is that since we saw the looting that broke out earlier this evening, the private security have since come. They dispersed the crowd, and the police came quite late, Shahan, and things have certainly calmed down, but there's a lot of damage throughout this mall here in Queensmead Mall, and many people say they are devastated. The lady we spoke to earlier said that she's been calling the police for hours. She says that the looting started here actually in the early hours of the morning, and she's very shocked that the police reacted so slow. And what we also saw is private security had only 2 people on the scene, and they were completely outnumbered as the people continued to loot, taking valuable items away from this mall. And there's no knowing as to how much of the damages that have been caused here will hit those who run businesses at this particular mall and many others in KZN.
All right, Ronald Masinda, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Of course, he is in Durban, Queensmead Mall. That's where the SANBS, of course, their offices there were looted.